Greetings my lovelies, hi, it's Emmy. Welcome back to another What You Eatin'. Today I'm going to be tasting another ramen, and this time it's this one. And this is Indomie's Mi Goreng. So I've never had this instant noodle before. It comes from Indonesia, and what's a little bit different about this particular one is you're supposed to eat it dry. There's no broth or soup, and yeah, there's the front of it. There's the back with the instructions on how to cook it. And if you're interested in seeing more instant noodle tastings, I shall put the playlist down below. And if you like these kinds of tasting videos, be sure to subscribe. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Let's open this up. They're the instant noodles. They look similar to the maruchan or top ramen kind of noodles. We'll pop those in there, and I will put this back on the stove to cook for 3 minutes. It says in the instructions to take all these seasonings and mix them all together. And the seasoning oil, yum, kind of syrupy soy sauce, and the sambal chili sauce, all of it, all of that goodness. There are the noodles boiling away. So let's mix up the sauce a little bit, and then let's add the seasoning powder, which looks kind of like chicken bouillon, and then we'll add the fried onion as well. Yeah. So we'll mix all that together. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and drain my noodles, set my sauce aside, pour them right on top, and give that a stir. Oh, it smells great. Now you can really smell the garlic and the chili. And just by the smell of this reminds me of some noodles that my mom used to make for me just as a quick lunch when I was a kid. And it was really simple. It was boiled noodles that she tossed in a really nice garlicky oil with a little bit of soy sauce and a pinch of sugar. But this smell is really taking me back. How do you say bon appetit in Indonesian? Let me know. But until then, I'm going to say itadakimasu. Those are good. Because there's not a broth to kind of dilute the flavor, really intense seasoning that's slightly spicy, a little bit sweet, really garlicky, and a nice little bit of fried onion in there. And that fried onion tastes a little bit like sour cream and onion potato chips. It's really good. I think next time I'd use a little less seasoning powder because it is quite salty, much more complex in terms of flavor than your just typical maruchan top ramen noodles. And I love all the little condiments that you have to, and there's a little bit of oil in there too, which gives it some richness and kind of a slick, oily feeling in your mouth. Indomie's Mi Goreng, I highly recommend it. If you've never had it before, definitely give it a go. This portion size is actually really good for me, but if you like to eat large bowls of noodles, then I'd recommend at least having 2. So it's a really cheap, inexpensive meal that's really tasty and just begging for other condiments. I could imagine rolling this up in some lettuce wraps, or having an egg on top of this, or sauteing it up to make it a little bit crispy. But anything you do to it, I think it'll be delicious. Let me know in the comments below if there's any other instant noodles you'd like me to try. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy that. I hope you guys learned something. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and I shall see you in my next video. Toodaloo, take care, bye! It's really good.